This is a bold claim from Honda. They're saying that the all-new HR-V doesn't just drive well and it doesn't just look great, but it's also a car that lives up to your lifestyle. So today we're here to check out the all-new HR-V in its two variants, the S and the V. Let's go check it out. Alright, let's start first with what's common in all the HR-V variants, and that would be the award-winning design. In the few months this HR-V has been in the market, it's already won a lot of the design awards, particularly the Red Dot Design Awards in Germany, as well as the Japan Automotive Hall of Fame Design of the Year. One thing you notice when I'm standing next to the HR-V is that how smaller it looks in person, and I can understand why. Honda's used a lot of these horizontal design elements to make the new HR-V look planted and a bit bigger than you would think. Alright, so now let's talk about the VTurbo Honda Sensing CVT, the top-of-the-line variant for the 2022 HR-V. There are a couple of aesthetic differences that make this stand out versus the entry-level S Honda Sensing CVT. For instance, you get this grille. The dot matrix design is unique to this variant, as well as the platinum extension to the LED headlights. Moving to the side, the 17-inch alloy wheels is actually standard across all HR-V variants, but the V-Turbo gets its different alloy design. Another thing that's carried over in terms of design compared to the previous HR-V would be the hidden door handles. This gives the HR-V this coupe-like styling that's quite unique in the compact crossover segment. Now, even more surprising is the addition of an entry-level model to the 2022 Honda HR-V lineup. The S Honda Sensing CVT makes do without the turbocharged engine, and in its place is a 1.5-liter normally aspirated four-cylinder that's shared with the Honda City. In this guys, it makes about 120 horsepower and 145 Newton meters of torque. Now, in terms of design, little actually separates the V and the S. The S actually gets this horizontal grille treatment, which to some of you, you notice it's very different from what you get in foreign markets in that it's not body colored. This one is actually gloss black, and the headlight extension detailing is also gloss black as well. The same 17-inch alloy wheels is present, but for the S model, it's actually a different design. This one has a two-tone silver and black finish to the all-black finish of the V-Turbo. Now, surprisingly, Honda is not known for its use of Easter eggs, but in the HR-V, you actually see some of them. Like, for example, the usage of this nice amp styling on the bumper and this nice little detail here on the rear windshield. Okay, now stepping inside the 2022 HR-V, it's very clear that Honda stuck true to their machine minimum, man maximum design. In that regard, despite the compact exterior proportions, the HR-V has one of the best interior rooms in its class. As you can see here up front, you've got ample leg, shoulder, and headroom. And also, it still manages to keep its minimalist design that was something wonderfully done in the previous generation model, except for one thing. They've decided to change the air vent design. Now, I remember one of the quirks of the previous generation HR-V is that the air vents were all located on one side of the dashboard. This time around, they equally distributed the air vents and actually put rear air vents as well. But to make things different, if you don't want cool air being blown straight to your face all the time, the HR-V now has this diffuse mode, which is quite frankly one of its coolest features. Now, coming from the top-of-the-line V-Turbo grade, there's not much in terms of differentiation when it comes to this one, the S non-turbo grade. Sure, you get things like less plusher plastics, but it's the same ergonomic and minimalist-looking interior. You also get fabric seats and a urethane steering wheel as opposed to the V-Turbo's leather steering wheel and leather seats. You also get simpler-looking gauges, but take note, they're just as legible and easy to understand. You also get the same 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, the same automatic climate control system with rear air vents, and get this, the same Honda Sensing driver assist system, which makes the all-new HR-V one of the safest choices in its segment. Now, one of the most unique features of Honda, the ULT seats, are still present here in the HR-V. Standing for Utility Long and Tall mode, it actually gives the HR-V one of the most flexible interiors in its class. You can load tall things like plants, like so, or you can decide to drop the seats in a 60-40 split for a truly flat loading bay. With 2 price points, 2 variants, and 2 engine choices, the all-new HR-V definitely lives up to its reputation fitting into your lifestyle. But don't take my word for it, because the all-new HR-V is now available for test drive and reservations at your nearest Honda dealer. We hope you enjoyed our walk around of the 2022 Honda HR-V, and we hope to test drive it soon. But for now, this is Ulysses Ang for CarGuide.PH.